What up, G Life? Yeah, we gonna hit you with two today. You already know. Now, I was talking to one of my subscribers, right? No, but before that, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? It's absolutely free. You help my channel get into the algorithm. I highly appreciate you. Go ahead and do that. But I was talking to one of my subscribers, right? In the comments on the last video I posted. And he sparked up this idea for this video because it's one of the things that that I'm not saying that the homie, thinks this, but I'm saying that is what other individuals think about the lifestyle or about gang members, right? That I hear a lot, right? And I don't think people fully understand this situation, right? Which is, do gang members put their friends before their family, right? Because people think that, you think that those guys are gonna be there for you? Do you think that they're gonna be your family? Do you think when things get rough that they're really gonna have your back? See, the thing is that individuals, homeboys, gangsters, whatever, they don't put their friends before their families. They put their hood number one, not their homeboys. That's not what they mean when they say that their hood to them is number one. Not the members, meaning the neighborhood, meaning what it symbolizes, what it represents, what it is to him, right? I think people think that homies, when they say that they put their hood, that they mean that they're homeboys, but that's not what it is. Like, okay, people understand this in a better term like this. You see that there's individuals out there who leave the gang life behind, right? They either fall off, or they're targeted, or they become snitches, or they PC or whatever, right? They fall off, right? But yet they still have love for their neighborhoods. They say that they still care for their neighborhoods and still have, love for their neighborhood, and they still are proud to be from their neighborhood, right? Even though they fell off, right? Now you're wondering, like, man, what the hell? They turned their backs on you? You know how they proclaim it and all that, but I talked about some, that in a different video, but how they say that, how is it that you still care for this neighborhood if they are looking to, rub you out and they backstab you and everything? See, the thing is that the reason they feel like that still about their neighborhoods is that we're talking about the neighborhood, not the members. Where homies channel all their emotions into is the actual meaning of the neighborhood, not the actual members. Like, example, I don't give a damn. Like, let's say, for example, if, I don't know, for some reason, like, let's say nobody from my neighborhood like me. Let's just say that. I would still love my neighborhood. I don't care about what they think about me and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? It's not, you don't do this, you don't do the things that you do for the approval or to look to be respected by these individuals. You do it because of the love that you have for your neighborhood. That's why you out there grinding and defending and, all that, even though it's pointless and you should stay in school. But I'm saying that's why they do it, because of the love that they have for their neighborhood. Not the members, not the actual members, but their actual neighborhood, what it symbolizes, what it means to them, what it represents to them. Like, I know people are probably scratching their heads and wondering, like, what the hell is this we're talking about? The reason people can't understand this is because that should already let you know that we are talking about very broken individuals. We are talking about individuals who clearly you could see that there's something off here, right? Because it doesn't make any sense, right? But to homies, it makes perfect sense. That's why it's hard for people who are not from this life to understand the life, right? Because, they can't, grasp. Because look, in this life, I know people think that these individuals are faking to be tough guys, and they're faking to be badasses, and they're faking all these emotions. They're faking that they're getting mad when they're being crossed out. But that's furthest from the truth. When they see their neighborhood getting crossed out, they're legitly getting mad. When people disrespect their neighborhoods, they're legitly offended. You get what I'm saying? And when they're in their neighborhood, they legitly feel joy. These are real emotions that individuals feel, in this life. What you feel for your family, like when you go visit your parents, or when you guys have a family get together, those feelings that you feel is what these individuals feel when they're in their neighborhoods. And when someone disrespects your mom or insults your mom or something like that, or your family, and you get mad, that's how these individuals feel when you disrespect their neighborhoods. Because all those emotions that normally people channel into their families, these individuals feel like it, you know, for whatever reason, you know what I'm saying, that they couldn't establish those relationships at home with their family, that they choose to channel all those emotions onto what the neighborhood symbolizes. The neighborhood to them symbolizes family, love, you know, like parent figures, right? To them, meaning what it symbolizes, not the actual individual members. That's why even though fools snitch or backstab you or whatever, that these individuals could still be right there representing their neighborhood or be proud of their neighborhood, or even individuals that left the light behind, right? Even the ones that, let's say, grow old or become priests, when they talk about their memories about being in the neighborhood, you see that they smile because they're legit feelings. Oh, I remember those good times with the homies, man. We would do this. And you see that they're, when you hear priests that left their life behind, they talk, and those are legit smiles and legit joy that you see in their face expressions when they're talking about these moments. But you're like, what? But that life is bad. Like, why are these individuals like feeling some type? Even though the life is bad and it's full of drama and chaos, and it's better to stay in school. You know what I'm telling you? Those are legit memories and feelings that these individuals feel because of what the neighborhood meant to them, what it symbolized. So these individuals are not doing this because of their homies. They're not trying to impress their homies. They're not trying to impress or get the respect of these individuals. They're doing it because of how they feel for the neighborhood and what the neighborhood means to them. That's the reason why. So this has nothing to do with the actual members. So when people think that these individuals are choosing their friends over their family, that's not what's actually happening here. It's more of a psychological problem than it is, and like, oh, it's because he just wants to look cool in front of his friends. This is when I tell you guys that these individuals suffer some kind of psychological trauma, I really mean that they suffer some kind of psychological trauma, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know people are like, bullshit, these motherfuckers are just... I know people think that because, their overall frustration and because they don't understand that they see it that way, right? They want to lash out like this because, heck, it's been propaganda that has been spilled for a long time, right? But it's getting to the understanding the mental of these individuals. There's a lot of research on it that, people don't got to take my word for it. You could go, educate yourself on the matters. I know I sometimes, try to show people proof, right, of, like, articles and, notes and all that, that well-known psychologists have, published, but people just don't want to look at that. They don't want to see the evidence. Like, nah. I know what I know. You know what I mean? Like, no, but here's the proof. Like, no. I don't need to see that. I know that these motherfuckers are like this. But it's the stubbornness, right? And because you want to feel like what you have always thought is right and you want to be right. So this is not about fixing the problem or understanding individuals. It's about you satisfying what you have been taught your whole life or what you think you know. Shit, it's something that I thought that, I knew since the longest, right? As well, right? But that's maybe the reason why it's 2023 and the problems haven't gotten fixed yet. Because people do everything except actually listen and try to understand. Because why? Nah, they're fucking liars. There's no reason for me to, give them a time of day. Nah. Because people feel like, detectives do it too. If you see, there's a lot of, videos out there, right, where they build and establish relationship with the suspect or felon, convict, whatever, right? They establish a relationship and an understanding in order to get this individual, in order to know why this individual did what he did. The detective doesn't go in there and say, you're a fucking idiot, a low life, a piece of shit. They don't go in there doing all of that. They go in there with a mind state of understanding in order to get this individual to now, express why he did what he did. Because You want to know the truth, and if you want to fix something, you have to come to the table willing to listen and understand. Because if you come insulting and thinking that you got this in the bag already, then the other party's not going to listen to, and you're gonna get nothing. You know, when countries come, you know, to work out peace, they want to end the war. They don't come in there by insulting the other country and calling them names, and you got to come understanding. That's how real adults fix problems, by sitting down, conversating, and having an understanding, even if they're murderers, criminals, or whatever. Because your overall mission is to understand the problem in order to fix it. How can you fix something you don't understand? You get what I'm saying? So overall, it's what it symbolizes. I know it's hard for people to understand what the hell that actually means. Um, because people don't know what we're talking about unless they put in those scenarios to understand the overall feelings, because these are real emotions. They're not being faked. But hopefully maybe that, kind of maybe help people understand something. But I'm just saying, what do you guys think? Leave in the comments and share. We are.